How's everybody doing? For this week's assignment, we had to discuss a couple things. That if we owned a 200-person factory in Mooresville, how would we go about running it? And the first question was if we'd monitor web pages. And I would, if I was providing that service to my employees and I was needing that, I'd want that to be for only work purposes. The same goes with monitoring email. I feel like if you expressed that the email was only for work, and the fact that you were going to go and monitor it and make sure ain't nothing coming in that you didn't want, they couldn't feel like they was having their privacy breached by letting them know. With that being a work email, you don't want people sending. Same goes with the web pages. You wouldn't want to pick up viruses and all this, that, and the third. And monitoring that would help cut that down. It also, same thing with the internet filters. You know, I'd put filters on certain websites like Facebook and this and that, so that my employees weren't on there and when they were at work wasting time commenting pictures and liking pictures and whatnot. And I'd have the filters on there to prevent that from happening. There's also a question if we were to do a drug swab analysis of a third of the keyboards and 100% came back with illegal drugs on the residue, would I do any drug testing? And I'm pretty sure that it costs about $35 to $40 to drug test an individual employee. And if they really was that much and you fired everybody for, you'd have to go about retraining a whole new workforce and hiring a whole new set of people if everybody failed. And I don't really feel like it's a company's obligation or that it's their need to worry about what people are doing outside the workplace. Like, yeah, if you show up to work high and on a substance that you don't need to be, you can bet your ass you're going to get drug tested. But what you do when you leave the workplace shouldn't be any of my concern. And that's the way I feel. As long as you keep a drug-free environment at your workplace and let people know you ain't going to show up like that, I think it'd be alright. And that's why I wouldn't even worry about the cost of the drug test, and I really wouldn't even worry about that because I wouldn't do it. And it says if they fail a drug test, what do you do? I wouldn't have the drug test, but if they failed, I'd try to get them some help. I don't know if I'd necessarily fire them at first unless I had a contractual agreement that if you did fail the drug test, say you got hurt on the job, and it could keep me from having to pay you benefits and pay for your surgery or whatnot, honestly, and I drug tested you and it came back that you was positive, I'd fire you for that to keep me from incurring that cost. The employee that self-identifies as a drug user, I mean, if you tell me you're a drug user and you don't want to get help, then I suppose it is what it is. I'd try to help you out and point you towards the direction of sobriety, but if you weren't trying to head in that direction and it got in a problem with our work environment and your work getting done, then we'd have a problem and I'd have to send you up the road. My utilization analysis, I'd hope that it'd be a direct reflection of the community, you know, and I had ample pools of the people. I'd want people from all race, religion, background, just as much diversity as I can to bring in them different ideas, and I'd hope my utilization analysis would reflect that. For the dress code, I do believe that you should have a dress code. At work, it makes you seem more professional. It makes you seem like you're there to do the job. It helps people to know. Say if they need a question, they can look for the people that ain't wearing normal clothes. I feel like it just broadcasts a better image of your company if you're all uniform and the same, you know, and looking that way. The one that needed a special bathroom, I would go ahead and do a unisex bathroom or whatnot with like changing tables and such for people with little ones. they could bring their little one in there and change them if they needed to, and just have a little pop lock on the door with one toilet in there, and that could cover all bases. That'd help everybody out. As long as you didn't make them feel no different for having to use a different bathroom, I don't see nothing wrong with it. You accommodate everybody's needs and throw in extra service for your customers. And I believe that's it.